As far as a particular niche, you know, if you're doing video marketing services, like either, as I've suggested in the past, guys, you could, if you want to stay in just one city, which you said New York, then you might have to be like kind of a general video marketer. In other words, you provide video marketing services to all different types of businesses. However, what I would suggest that you do is possibly become a video marketing expert in one particular industry, and then go wide, you know, expand the area that you service. Instead of just doing New York City, maybe you become a video marketing expert for, I don't know, caterers. I'm just pulling this out of the air, but let's say caterers, catering companies. You become a video marketing expert for catering companies, then you can cover the entire United States or wherever you are. And you will understand that industry. You can have all of your marketing materials, all of your pitch, all of your you know, the language within your sales copy, everything can all be 100% focused in on caterers. And so you'll be able to scale that, and then you become the big fish in a small pond, because you become an expert catering video marketer, if that makes sense. I prefer that model, guys, over doing like just a general type, you know, catering to all business. And that was no pun intended. But by providing services to all different kinds of businesses in a particular city, you have to learn the language of all the different businesses that you're talking to. You have to understand their pain points, their you know, the keywords. You have to do more keyword research and everything else. If you're doing any sort of SEO, all of that is going to be necessary each time you pick up a new client that you're unfamiliar with that industry. It's a whole new learning process. Whereas if you select one industry and become learn their vocabulary, right? You become real familiar with that industry. Then it's simple, because you can just repeat the same process over and over and over again, and you'll be a lot more efficient. Okay, so that's how I would do it, Lo. Personally, I would just find one particular industry that you want to that you have a desire to provide services in, like you have an interest in, for example. Make sure that there's money there. Make sure that it's a viable industry for your particular service, and then scale into that one industry. All right. Anybody want to add to that?
No.
The only thing that I would add to that is that he's in a market with what, 20, 30 million people, New York City area, right, and the surrounding area. So he's right there, and if all he has to do, if he can validate the entity, he'll start ranking. That's half the battle right there, because then once he's ranked, he can just go to people and say, well, look, this is what I can do for you, and that's just a done deal. It's like kind of like a done for you business that he's come up with, if he's right there in New York City. If he's not, then, you know, it becomes a little bit more difficult to validate the entity. But it's stuff that I will be talking about and covering next week, and it's stuff that we do. Again, you know, I keep going back to this. Is what we do in RYS Academy. It's what we teach. It's what we teach with IFTTT v2.0. If that entity becomes part of the semantic web, and it becomes a reference point rather than just some anomaly, then you can take on whoever you want. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, but talking about that, we already have the webinar link in case you guys want to jump in.
Yeah. Go ahead and post it. Just make sure you put, you know, an identifier what the link is. But yeah, go ahead and post it.
Yep. Okay. It's gonna be in the events page.
Okay, you found that our Real SEO link, Adam. Thank you. There was also, let me see if I can go find this real quick. Give me a second, guys. There's something that, because the last part of his question, excuse me.